the Magic Question channel. My name is Jamie. Today I'm going to read you a storybook called Fancy Nancy, Poison Ivy Expert. So let's get started. Fancy Nancy, Poison Ivy Expert by Jane O'Connor. Pictures based on the art of Robin Price-Grasser. Look, I'm picking a bouquet of wild flowers. Bouquet is fancy for a bunch of flowers. So we can see Fancy Nancy here picking a bouquet of wild flowers, and there are some butterflies in her garden. Watch out for poison ivy. Mom keeps warning me. I say. I know what poison ivy looks like. I know the rhyme. Leaves of 3, let it be. Why, I am practically a poison ivy expert. Well, this is Fancy Nancy's dog, Frenchie. She will be not careful. She will be not careful of the poison ivy because some of those flowers have poison ivy. Poison ivy is like something like this. So it says if the leaves of poison ivy are damaged, milky juice leaks out of them. This juice makes the skins of animals itch and gives them painful blisters. So, there goes the painful blisters. The next day, I bring the bouquet to school. Bree brings cupcakes. Robert brings purple punch. Everyone brings things to school. Fancy Nancy brings flowers, and Bree brings cakes, and Robert brings purple punch, and they put the things into a cupboard. They conceal everything. Conceal is a fancy word for hide. We are having a surprise party for Miss Glass. It is her birthday. So Fancy Nancy says it's her teacher's birthday. Her teacher's name is Miss Glass. By lunchtime, I'm so excited about the surprise that I get all itchy. My arms itch, my nose itches, every inch of me itches. It says it gives animals painful blisters, and then she's got painful blisters all over her body. Nancy, you had red bumps on your face. Bree says, I do? Yes, I do. Yes, look at her. She has got this mirror to look at her face. She has got those bumps. They're blisters. Blisters, yes. She is not careful about the poison ivy. Those are poison ivy. Those are poison ivy and poison ivy. She doesn't know about poison ivy. Miss Glass calls home. Dad picks me up and we go to the doctor. Can you guess what is wrong? Yes, I have poison ivy. Yes, she has poison ivy because of the juice of the flowers. The flowers have poison ivy in it. It is all my fault. I am not a poison ivy expert after all. And what if my bouquet has had poison ivy in it? She is very tired. She is very miserable. And her dog Frenchie is looking at her. She is not a poison ivy expert. Then lets me call Miss Grass. There is no poison ivy, she tells me. Just beautiful flowers. Mercy Nancy. Miss Grass knows I love French. She hopes I'm better soon. She's not better now because of all those red bumps, the blisters. She is not okay now. Later, Bree stops by. I'm too itchy for company. So she sends stuff over in a mail basket. The basket is here. With this little bird flowers, a pen, and some mail. A note from Miss Grass says, "Everyone is starting a journal. You can write yours at home." Bree's note says, "Thursday is picture day. Will you be back?" Well, journal. Well, I have a journal that is very, very, very known. Well, look at this journal. It's very known because of those things, and I colored all those pictures. Well, those are the things I did yesterday. And another thing is, yes, it is my the journal in my diary. They are very short. Well, I sometimes make pictures. Sometimes I make pictures and take notes. Sometimes, yes. Well, this is Bree's card with Nancy and Bree in her card. "No, I won't be back Thursday. I'm miserable. That's even worse than unhappy and also much fancier. All night I itch and itch." Well, she's crying because she doesn't want to be, because she won't be back because she is still itchy with those bumps, those red bumps, blisters, and then all night she itches. Well, look at this, she's miserable, and then she can't sleep, and she even can't sleep. Well, she's all itchy at night. The next morning, I'm exhausted. That is fancy for very, very tired. Mom shows me a little jar. It is from the lady next door. Well, her lady next door's name is Miss Divine. Well, she's here drinking a cup of tea with her little dog. It's a Chihuahua. Well, look at Frenchie. She's wagging her tail. Miss Divine says to put this cream on your bumps. Mom tells me it is a home remedy. A remedy is fancy for medicine. Well, she's very exhausted with all of those medicine. Well, I think she's kind of like, "Oh, I don't like this kind of remedy." Well, she doesn't like this remedy because it's green. "Oh, Nana, I don't itch. What is this magic cream?" Well, she thinks it's magic because of those crystals. Miss Divine says it has jewelry in it. Jewelry grows in her garden. I like the name. Weeds are not fancy, but jewelry sure sounds fancy. Well, look at Fancy Nancy. She's dancing with delight. Well, a picture of her is here. Look, she's dancing. Well, she's dancing with delight, and well, she's smiling. And Miss Divine is holding this jewelry. Well, she grows jewelry in her garden. Mom brings me home a library book. I learn about poison ivy. Then I start my journal. I put in many fascinating facts. Fascinating is fancy for interesting. Well, look at Frenchie. She's sleeping. Well, her mom brings her home a library book about flowers. Well, I think it's poison ivy. Maybe. Well, she's writing it now. In the fall, poison ivy turns red. It looks very beautiful, but don't let that fool you. Stay away. So this green poison ivy is in summer. Well, it's the same picture of this poison ivy. And in fall, it turns into this. Well, there's the sun and the rake. Dogs are lucky. If they touch poison ivy, nothing happens to them. My dog, Frenchie. Well, there's a dog, Frenchie. She's licking her lips. And there's a horseshoe nail and a 4-leaf clover and a light bulb. If you touch a person with poison ivy, you will not catch it. Just don't touch clothes that still have poison ivy on them. Well, yep, with those two girls, well, yep, well, she's writing it with her pencil with a pom-pom ball. She writes in her journal book. It is a bit like a book. By Sunday, I really am a poison ivy expert. Tomorrow I go back to school. Yippee! Well, she has recovered from herself. Well, no blisters from the poison ivy and the bumps. Well, she's happy now. In the afternoon, I go to Bree's house. Yeah, look at Bree. She's happy. And Fancy Nancy is happy too. Ooh la la! There is a surprise party for me. There are cookies and punch. Well, she's happy, and the teacher is happy too. Well, everyone is happy at the party. And we all dance to an old rock and roll song. Guess what it's called? Poison Ivy. Well, everyone is happy at the party, and everyone is dancing happily. Fancy Nancy's fancy words. Those are fancy words in this book. Bouquet, a bunch of flowers. Conceal, hide. Exhausted, very, very tired. Fascinating, interesting. Mercy, thank you in French. You say it like this. Merci, miserable, very unhappy. Whoops, very unhappy. Remedy, medicine. Well, this is a Level1 I Can Read book. Nancy thinks she knows all about poison ivy. After all, she knows the first. Leaves out 3. Let it be. But when she starts to itch and ditch, Nancy realizes that there's more to learn. Well, this is a Level1 beginning 1 reading. Well, it says simple sentences for eager new readers. Well, next time I'm going to read about Steve Jobs and the story of Apple. Well, I know Steve Jobs is a famous entrepreneur, so maybe next time I'm going to read it. That is for today's video. If you like my videos, please don't forget to leave your feedback and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye!